Hi, I'm Matt Cooper. I joined Incognito in 2001 and I started out originally as the one of two keyboard players, and eventually after 5 years we narrowed it down to one keyboard player, so I had to use my hands and my feet, etc. And then I became the MD music director in 2010, which has been an incredible journey and challenge, touring the world, making music with Bluey and co-writing and co-producing with him. Also with the Strata project, which is the Giles Peterson collaboration, and also the other project, Citrus Sun, which is a little bit more of a smaller unit. We're focused on a bit more jazz improvisation. I've also had the greatest pleasure of working with such fantastic artists such as Whitney Houston, CeeLo Green, to name a few. Very, very privileged. It would have to be Keith Jarrett. For me, he is the piano. There's no difference between the piano and him and what he wants to express on the piano. It's free-flowing and it's fully improvised. Some of it can be a bit flawed sometimes, in my opinion, but it's very honest, and that to me is true improvisation. And of course, he's a phenomenal piano player, technically, emotionally. It's just incredible. I've never imagined myself making music on my own. I never wished to be making music on my own. I think can be a very lonely process. Part of the process of making music and part of the fun of doing it is collaborating. And even with one other person, you bounce off and it becomes like a dialogue, and songs are written, music is produced, friendships are made. That doesn't happen if you're sitting there on your own. Even if you're doing it with a webcam and you're chatting to someone online and you're vibing on something, you don't have to be in the same room anymore. You know, that stuff's old school. You can do it online, there's no excuse. I think that people are going to continue to be in control of their product a lot more. They're not going to be signing stuff away and giving away the rights to people that are just taking huge chunks of their money. Their art, I think, is going to become much more even playing field. And I think the likes of companies that are earning too much money from streaming will be slowly eroded away and superseded by companies that will be fairer, because that's always the case. It has to find some kind of balance. It's a lot easier for people to obviously post and put their art online. Of course, everybody is doing that, so it's, unless you target people, it's very hard for your video to be reached. But with a platform like Djaminn, it's very specific to that. It's a music-orientated, collaborative platform, and I haven't come across anything anywhere that is that specific. So I think the future is somewhere in Djaminn.